ratios and how one ratio is given. Ratio in the sense, if sine A or you can say sine theta is given, then how we can get the value of cos theta, tan theta, and so on. So today we are going to do one important aspect which is very much useful throughout the trigonometric session. Here in your book, it is given in the form of an important equation in trigonometry. Important equation in trigonometry. Actually, it is called as trigonometric identity. Trigonometric identities. That is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So how we get this equation in sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1? We will see this today. And after understanding this, we will proceed to our practice set 8.2. This is very important. From this, we can derive all the other two identities. That is 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square, and after that 1 plus cot square is equal to cosec square. But first we will understand how we get the sine square plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Very important equation. If your intention is to clear JEE or want to be at great position, you should understand all these basics. In your exams, they ask you problems based on basics. If your basics are clear, you can easily crack the problem. So assume that you are having a right angle triangle. Say P, Q, R. You are having a right angle triangle PQR with angle of Q is equal to 90 degree. Angle P and angle R both are complementary to each other, as I've explained you in last class. Since sum of a measure of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree, so if we will take out 90 degree, what will remain? Angle P plus angle R is equal to 90 degree. And we know that two angles are said to be complementary of each other if the sum is 90 degree. Okay. So assume that angle R is nothing but theta. If I'm asking you to find sine theta, as we are very much thorough with, in our whole last three sessions, we have did about sine, tan, cos. So till now, we are very much thorough with the formula of sine ratio, cos ratio, and tan ratio. Or you can say sine function, cos function, and tan function. So sine of theta, as you know the formula, it is opposite to theta upon hypotenuse. Opposite to theta is which side? PQ. And hypotenuse is fixed. Opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse. So there is nothing but PR. Okay, I got sine theta. Now I will try to find cos theta. Yeah, anybody? Cos theta, what is the formula? Yeah, correct. Adjacent to theta upon hypotenuse. As we can see that adjacent to theta is PR as well as QR. But PR is fixed as hypotenuse, so we'll be taking adjacent as QR. So QR upon hypotenuse is PR. Okay. So we are having this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Now, since we know Pythagoras theorem, what Pythagoras says, by Pythagoras, Why we can apply Pythagoras? Since our triangle is a right angle triangle. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square. What is our hypotenuse? It is PR square. PR square is equal to sum of square of its other two sides. So PQ square plus QR square. Hope this much is clear. Now, what you have to do, just divide, divide the whole side, or dividing both side by PR square. So what we will get, PR square, PR square, PR square. Okay. Well, we can see that PR square gets cancelled. What remains? 1 remains. Now we can rub as there is no use of this triangle. I want to prove the identity. That is the important equation in trigonometry, you can say. So we can write this as that is. We know law of indices. What do we know about law of indices? A square upon b square. This can be written as a by b the whole square. Hope this is clear to you. A square upon b square can be written as a by b the whole square. So I'm applying this here. PQ square upon PR square can be written as PQ upon PR the whole square. Hope this is clear. Plus, I'm writing right hand first. Right hand side equal to left hand side can be written as left hand side equal to right hand side. Means A equal to 2 can be written as 2 equal to A. Not an issue. Means the same. Plus QR upon PR the whole square, and we are having 1 on left hand side. So I'm writing this as here equal to 1. Now, how we can use this 1 and 2? Can we see 1 here? PQ by PR. What is the value? Sine theta. So I can see PQ by PR. I can replace this PQ by PR by sine theta. And QR by PR, I can see here from equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, value of PQ by PR is sine theta, the whole square, plus this is cos theta, the whole square is equal to 1. Now we can write this as sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now sine theta the whole square is same as, means I want to say you that sine theta the whole square is same as sine square theta. So similarly you can apply it for cos square. Means we are taking square of a function. So it means the same. Not an issue. Big deal. Okay. Because this is true for a square is same as a in bracket square. This is actually rule of square. You can apply on a function. If we are having sum of two numbers, like I will show you. A plus b the whole square is not equal to a square plus b square. This is not true. This is not equal because we know that a plus b the whole square is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. This is according to the formula, and we can derive it by a distributive property. Multiplication distributes over addition by that property. Okay. So hope this is clear. So we have derived the formula which is an important equation in trigonometry, which is an very important, which is an important equation. And further, you're going to use it, but how you got, you should be able to explain this. If anybody asks you how you got this sine square plus cos square equal to 1, so you should take the right angle triangle, accordingly get theta, use Pythagoras theorem, put the values and get the answer, which is an important equation in trigonometry. Done. So let's move to our practice set, and always remember, uh, as this is a lower standard, they have given that sine theta always lies between 0 and 1. Sine theta always lies between 0 and 1, but reality is that sine theta always lies between -1 and 1. Okay, but this is for higher standards. According to your book, we will go to your sine theta lies between 0 and 1. Similarly, cos theta lies between 0 and 1. Further, in higher standards, you will learn that cos theta also lies between -1 and 1. Uh, Means as your study progresses, you will be coming with different aspects. This is are the basics. That sin theta lies between 0 and 1, because we are here to find the values for positive angles. And further, you will be studying that you can find the functions for negative angle as well. Okay, let's start with practice set 8.2. So, practice set 8.2. What they have given, question number 1. In the following table, a ratio in is given in each column. Find the remaining two ratios in the column and complete the table. Let me tell you that according to the reduced part, uh, due to this pandemic, state board has reduced some part. So in that, we are having fourth column. Fourth column means where we are having sine theta as half. Just strike that column in which we are having half as sine theta. So this is the fourth column. Just strike that part. This we don't have to do. And after that, last three columns. We are having last three columns. Strike that. So I'll be solving it for you. Whatever problems I'm going to solve it for you means that part is in your syllabus. Okay. So we are starting with the first problem. They're asking us to complete the table. They have given you one trigonometric ratio and asking for remaining two. We have done this type of a problem yesterday. We'll again continue with that. If I will make a table, then there is no space to solve the problem. So better you understand what is given. I'm doing it for the first part. That is cos theta. They have given us as 35 upon 37. And to find they're asking us to find the value of sine theta 10 theta. So now there is two way to find the values. One, you can use trigonometric ratio. Trigonometric ratio in the sense you can use right angle triangle, and other way is that you can use the formula that we have derived right now. But if you're going to use the formula, you're going to get only cos. According to cos, you're going to get only sine. But what about tan theta? You have to divide sine upon cos. So, uh, as we have used triangle yesterday, we'll solve some part using triangle and some part. Or I should explain you both the part. If you're going to use any method, you're going to get the same answer. I'll be using both, no problem. Okay. Make a right angle triangle in which, according to cos theta, say this is a theta, this is angle theta, this is adjacent upon hypotenuse, adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is 35, hypotenuse is 37. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we need to find the other side. Say this is my A, B, C. We need to find the value of AB. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. What do we want? We want AB square. So keep AB on one side. AB square, keeping it here, taking BC on that side takes the form of negative. So AC square minus BC square. As we know the value of AC as well as BC. So AB square is equal to AC square is 37. 37 square minus 35 square. So you can just multiply 37 into 37. What you will get? 1369. So 1369 minus 35 into 35. You all do the calculation. Very important. 1225. So when you subtract 1225 from 1369, what you will be getting? You will be getting 144. So this is clear to you. So 144. I got AB square as 144. Means taking square root on both sides. Square root of 144 is 12. And square root gets cancelled. So here I got as 12. I got AB as 12. So now, as I know all the three sides of a triangle, I can easily get all the ratios. This is the first method. So I will rub this. So according to the formula, sine theta is equal to opposite means 12 upon hypotenuse is 37. And next is tan theta. Tan theta, what is the formula for tan theta? Yeah, good. Opposite upon hypotenuse. So opposite is, sorry, tan theta is opposite upon adjacent. Na? So 12 upon 35. So this is the answer. Hope you have understood this method in which I have used triangle. So now I'm going to use which method? Alternative method. That is the important trigonometric equation that we have derived. By using that, we will get the value of sine and same problem. and we can see that we are going to get the same answer, right? Hope you have copied this. If not, you can copy this answer so that you can tally with the answer that we are going to get after using the trigonometric equation. So now cos theta they have given us as 35 upon 37. We know that that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now just replace the value, as we don't know the value of sine square. Keep sine square as it is. Just take cos square to that side. So it takes the form of negative sign, cos square theta, 1 minus cos square theta. 1 minus value of cos is 35 upon 37 square. Just now we did 1 minus 35 square is 1225 upon 37 square is 1369. So as we can see that denominator is not same, just do the cross multiplication. 1369 minus 9 minus 1225 divided by 1369. When you subtract 1369 from 1225, this is by cross multiplication or by making denominator same. So what do you get? You get as 144 divided by 1369. Okay, so I got sine square theta as 144 upon 1369. Now what you can do, just write it in the form of a square. This is 12 square and this is 37 square. Taking square root on both sides. So square root of sine square theta. Or you can write this as I've told you that sine square theta is same as sine theta the whole square is equal to square root of 12 upon 37 the whole square. Square root square and square root gets cancelled. What remains? I'll write here. Keep it as it is, no problem. Sine theta as 12 upon 37. This is the answer we got. Now, as we know the value of sine theta and cos theta, we can easily get the value of tan theta. How? Let's see that also. Hence, one I have done, one method was using triangle and another method was using sine square and cos square. Whichever you find it easy, you can follow that method. Not an issue. Both method is correct. Now, we know that tan theta is given by sine theta upon cos theta. What is the value of sine theta? Sine theta is 12 upon 37 divided by 35 upon 37. How we can write this as? We can write this as 12 upon 37 divided by 35 upon 37. Now when we do multiplication here, your ratio gets reversed. So 12 upon 37 into 37 upon 35. 37 gets cancelled. What remains? Remains 12 upon 35. Hope this is clear to you. So at last, just highlight the answer that you got. So we have seen that both the methods are easy. Whichever you find comfortable with, you can follow that method. Both are correct. So from both the methods, we are getting the same answer. So this was the application. Whatever we have done, the theory part, important. Now we'll remaining or even one more problem I should solve for you, and the remaining you can try it by yourself. I will be doing in which 10 theta they have given. 10 theta they have given as 21 upon 20. Let's do that. We'll find the remaining two ratios. So given 10 theta is 21 upon 20. I'll be using triangle method because in triangle method by observation, according to the formula, we can get the answer directly. Just we need to use the Pythagoras theorem to find the third side. So make a right angle triangle in which we are having triangle as ABC. This is our theta. Formula for 10 is opposite upon adjacent. So opposite to theta is 21. Adjacent to theta is 20. I've written here. Now, if uh, we will use Pythagoras theorem, then by why we are using Pythagoras to find the value of third side. Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is not known to us. So AB, I'll be giving you 1 to 2 minutes to do the calculation. Very easy. 21 square plus BC is 20. So 20, as we can see, if we will multiply, or hope you all know the square of 21, that is 441 plus, and 20 square is 400. So what do you get? You get as 8 400 calculation is very easy. Four four one plus 400 is 841. Now we're having AC square as 841, and we know that you can try this 29 into 29. As we know that 30 square is 900. So as we can see, this value is less than 900. We can try it for 29 into 29, and we will see that 29 into 29 is 841. So I can write this as 29 square. Okay, so taking square root on both sides, we got AC as 29. So right here 29. Okay, so now by observation we can easily answer. They're asking us to get the value of sine theta. Okay, so sine theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is 21. Hypotenuse is 29. Done. So simple. Go for next. Cos theta. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent is 20. Adjacent to theta is 20. 20 upon 29. Done. This is the answer. Hope you have understood this problem. So we have completed question number 1. Remaining, whichever the problem is remaining, you can try it by yourself. Now we will move to question number 2. Even question number 2 is very simple. We have done this type of a problem yesterday. Only thing you should know the value of a trigonometric angles. In particular angles, we can say that is sine 30. Yesterday we have drawn table. So just open the table and go through fast so that you can answer. Question number 2. Find the values of. Find the values of. 6 problem I am solving 3 for you. I'll be solving second, fourth, and 6 for you. Second one. 4 by 5. 10 square 60 degree plus 3 times sine square 60 degree. Okay. If you know the values, this is one of the easiest problem for you. If you don't know the value, you have to work on that. So, if you know the value, well and good. If you don't know the value, keep table in front of you and go through so that you can answer. 4 by 5. You can write this as 10 60 degree square plus 3 sine 60 degree square. Okay. Now, as I know the table, 4 by 5, 10 60 is given by nothing but root 3. So root 3 square plus 3 into sine 60 is root 3 by 2 the whole square. This is from table, or you can write from trigonometric table. This is from trigonometric table. Yeah, I'll just do the calculation. 4 by 5 root 3 square is 3 plus 3 into root 3 square 2 square. So root 3 square is 3 upon 2 square is 4. Hope you have understood this calculation. 4 3s are 12, 12 upon 5 plus 9 upon 4. Just do cross multiplication. 12 4s are 48 plus 9 5s are 45 upon 5 4s are 20. So 48 plus 45, answer is 93. So this is the answer, 93 upon 20. Hope you understood. Let's move to question number 4. Ten 60 upon sine 60 plus cos 60. They have missed the degree there, so you can just write degree, no problem. So we know that just now we have written value of 1060. We have written value of 1060 as what? root 3 upon value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2 plus value of cos 60 is half. Write it like that. And since if you won't understand, if you feel uncomfortable by writing from trigonometric table, you can just mention the values here. Since tan 60 degree is equal to root 3, sine 60 degree is equal to root 3 by 2, and cos 60 degree is equal to half. You can write like this. Not an issue. Even from trigonometric table is understood, and if you will write the direct values, then also it is understood. So now, as you can see, denominator denominator of denominator is same. So we can write this as root 3. Okay. So this is again, this can be written as root 3 upon root 3 plus 1 into 2. I've taken this 2 which is in denominator, it takes the form of numerator. So this is nothing but 2 root 3 upon root 3 plus 1. Done. This all are the basic calculation that you have done. So we have got the answer as 2 root 3 upon root 3 plus 1. So let's move to next problem, that is sixth. Sixth of question number 2. But they have asked cos 60 degree into cos of 30 degree plus sine of 60 degree into sine of 30 degree. Very simple, just put the values and after that basic mathematics calculation. Cos 60 is half into cos 30 is root 3 by 2 plus sine 60 is root 3 by 2 into sine 30 is half. Just multiply this, root 3 by 2 into 2, 4 plus root 3 into 1 is root 3 upon 2 into 2 is 4. Since denominator is same, we can do addition without any other calculation. Root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3. 2 root 3 upon 4. 2 2s are 2 1s are. So answer is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 is the answer. We are through. So we have completed question number 2 as well. So out of means question number 3 and question number 4 both are easy, and solving third for you. You can try both from your side. So as yesterday I have solved the problem using triangle, now I'll be solving this using the important equation so that you can see the importance of the important equation. Uh, as we can understand also, sine theta is given and they're asking us to find cos theta. And in second, that is in fourth one, they have given us cos theta and they're asking us to find the sine theta. Tan theta is not involved in this case, so either it is involved or not, but here it can be understood that they are asking us to find the value of cos or sine using the relation sine square plus cos square. So question number 3, given given sine theta. Sine theta is equal to 4 by 5. They're asking us to find cos theta. Okay. So we will use the relation. We know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. So we know the value of sine theta. So we can write this as, and we want to find the cos theta. So cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. 1 minus, this can be written as sine theta the whole square. As I have explained you that sine square theta is same as sine theta the whole square. 1 minus value of sine theta is 4 by 5. 4 by 5 square. So this is 1 minus 4 square is 16 upon 5 square is 25. Just as we can see that denominator is not same for 1, just do the cross multiplication, or you can make denominator same by multiplying by 25 upon 25. So 25 minus 16 upon 25. So from here, 25 minus 16, how much? 9. 9 upon 25. So I got cos square theta as cos square theta equal to 9 upon 25. Means taking square root on both sides, or you can write this in the form of square first. This is 3 by 5 the whole square. Taking square root on both sides, we get cos theta the whole square, and square root of that is equal to square root of 3 by 5 the whole square. Square and square root gets cancelled. The value of cos theta. So I got value of cos theta as 3 by 5. So we have completed this exercise practice set, and I've asked you to do homework for fourth one. If you want hint, I can give that. Just what is given, I'll drop this first. And as you can see, it was very easy chapter. Everyone says trigonometry stuff and all that. Don't listen to them. Just give your efforts. Everything is easy. It depends upon your practice, how much time you dedicate to it. Okay. Question number 4. Cos theta. I'm giving you hint. How to solve question number 4. Cos theta they have given us as 15 upon 17, asking us to find the value of sine theta. Just as you know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So as you know the value of cos theta, you want value of sine square, so 1 minus cos square, right? 1 minus value of cos is 15 upon 17 the whole square. So it is 1 minus 15 square is 225 upon 289. There is 2 cross multiplication. and you will get able to solve it. So as you can see that how easily we can solve the problems, and similarly you can try different types of a problem. One more thing, I would like to complete with one filling the blanks. That is sine theta is equal to cos of what angle? As you know, the relation of sine and cos, relation of sine and cos is of the type sine theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. So 90 degree minus 20 degree. So this is cos of 70 degree. Yeah, very simple. Similarly, we know that tan theta into 10, 90 minus theta is equal to what? 1. So if we are having tan of 30 degree, so tan of what is equal to 1? Just do 90 minus 30. Answer is 60 degree. And so on. So these are the basic problems. Just work on that and you will be able to execute the whole chapter of trigonometry. Hope you have understood. In next lecture, we will start with new topic. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.